Today I have been making a road trip for my uncle's annual Super Bowl party reunion. He lives in another state, so I've been on the road for about 10 hours, and I am starving. I got something from McDonald's and stopped in a parking lot of the Kroger's nearby to eat. Now I was eating like a pig, not gonna lie. I was just stuffing fries into my mouth like I had not eaten in years. I just wanted to get done as soon as possible. I had my window cracked because it's hot. Next thing I know, I hear knocking on my window. I jumped 3 feet in the air and could feel my heart beating. Outside my window was this guy. He had the stereotypical neckbeard and was overweight. He asked, "You gonna eat all those fries?" Then stuck his hand into my open window and asked, "Give me some of those fries," with his palm open. He just stood there like that for quite a while, at least for a minute, but then walked off and laughed. Fine, be selfish. He didn't seem hostile or anything. He was laughing the whole time, but still, I was freaked out. I was planning to go into the Kroger myself, but just pulled off, not wanting to run into him again. During the summer holidays, I go to America to see family, and usually we're there. My parents enroll me and my brother into summer camps to keep us busy, and since I had aged out of the more fun summer camps, there weren't many people my age anymore. I enrolled into coding class, and this is where I met Minecraft Beard. This guy was annoying. I was the only girl in the camp, and I had maintained a cool friendship with all the other guys, but this guy, he just could not grasp the fact that I was good at coding as a girl. A description of him is just like a neckbeard, but minus the beard, and replace anime with Minecraft. This guy was completely obsessed with Minecraft, which is okay. It's a good game, but he didn't play the game. What he liked about it was Herobrine and Minecraft animations. During coding camp, we mostly did whatever because the teacher was really chill, so usually we just did our own things and kept to ourselves. But Envy could not keep to himself. During class, he was always blasting Minecraft animations and asking me to draw Herobrine for him. But the strangest thing was when we were all eating lunch together and he was playing his phone by himself. I went to get a snack from the vending machine, and when I came back, I caught a glimpse of his screen. Big mistake. It was another Minecraft animation, but very explicit. I became very uncomfortable and hurried back to my seat. MB did not really try to flirt with me, but he was definitely more interested in me than the other guys. And an example of this was when me and the guy I sat next to in the camp were running back from lunch. I slipped and hurt my leg, and everyone there knew I had a high pain tolerance and was not afraid of blood. I have a skin-picking disorder, and so it was no big deal, but NB, he completely freaked out, asking me if I needed to go to the nurse, etc., and continued until the teacher stepped in and calmly asked if I was okay, and said I was, and hobbled after my friends. NB behind me. Hey everyone, this is my story about a neckbeard I encountered at GameStop. Just a bit of background. I'm 14 and in love with all things Stranger Things. I am rewatching the show for like third time. Now to the story. So, me and my mom were going to GameStop to try and find me a new game for my Nintendo Switch or any cool things. I was wearing a Stranger Things hoodie that says Hawkins Middle School AV Club, and it's my favorite hoodie. My mom stayed in the car and let me go in because she knew I would not be in long. So I walked in. I could see a few people in there, but not a lot. One guy stuck out to me more than any other. He was wearing a long trench coat, has really long greasy hair, and a big old neckbeard. The GameStop was pretty small. He was on the left side, and I was on the right. He must have saw my hoodie because when I walked in, he started to move over to me. Keep in mind I'm 14 and he looked about 17 to 20 years old. I was looking at the Switch games when I feel and smell something come to me. It smelled so bad I held my breath for a second. I heard a excuse me, is that a Stranger Things hoodie? The guy was trying to talk to me, so me being the polite person I am, I turn around and say, "Yes, it is." I am a very awkward person. I did not really know what to do. "Oh, I didn't really know you were a girl. Your hair just does not make you look very ladylike. You should grow it out like a real woman." The guy really said this to me, and it kind of made me upset. I didn't like when people call me a guy. I know it happens by accident, but still. "Oh, no, I really like my hair." By the way, my hair is a pixie cut shaved on the side. He looks down at my hoodie. "You really are a fan, or Stranger Things. I must ask you some questions." He started to stroke his beard, and I had no idea what to do. I've never had this happen to me. "Okay, so what is the board game all the boys play throughout the show?" he asked me. D&D? I say slowly. He looks at me a bit intense. I was a bit nervous and did not know what to do. Okay, in Season 3, how old is everyone?" Now, age is something I'm not good with when it comes to shows and movies, even though I watched the show many times. I still ain't good at ages. I don't remember." I shake my head and walk a bit. He scoffs at me. "Ugh. Not a true fan if you don't deserve that hoodie. I bet you don't even know the main characters' names." He crossed his arms at me, and I was getting really scared. My anxiety kind of started to come on my foot and was tapping like crazy. "I bet you only wear it for the hype. You can try to be cool, but I'm an actual fan of my shows and movies, and mostly anime. You probably are not into anime. Maybe you should get into anime. I can give some animes that maybe your kind of people would like." He said like it was normal. I just stared at him. What do you mean, your kind?" I got a bit mad. "Well, I mean, people who are lesbians might like it, since that's what you are, right?" I was so mad when he said that he thought I was lesbian because of my hair. I shook my head. "No, I'm not a lesbian. I have to go to my mom, who's waiting for me in the car." I put up the game I was thinking about buying and walked around him, and I headed out the door, almost in tears. I was so upset about what he said. I understand it was an honest mistake, but I still got upset. Yeah, so that was my first encounter with a neckbeard. Always read stories about neckbeards and gatekeeping. If you have questions or anything, you can ask. Bye. Update. I forgot to mention in my last story that the encounter happened a few months ago. Okay, I did not expect to have to update the story, but I figured out something that makes me kind of worried. So the neckbeard is at my school. I'm a freshman in high school, and today, you'll never guess who I saw this morning. So really quick, I played lacrosse for my schools, and I was dropping my stick off at the 4th period, so when the day ends, I can walk to the field. Anyways, my sister dropped me off at school, and I was walking in, and I had to stop and fix my bags and stick once I was done. I started walking, and I was walking. I turned to see, yep, you guessed it, the Stranger Things anime neckbeard. He did not notice me, thank God, so I hurried to my 4th and stayed to talk to my teacher so I can give him time to get past my hall. When he was on the 400 hall, it would not take him to pass me. I guess this guy is a senior at my high school. I must have underestimated his age or something, but I really hope I do not see him anymore. Hey yo, I've been reading some of these stories for some time now and watching videos on neckbeard stories, so I decided to throw in my own. Where I live doesn't have that many neckbeards. Our version would be called Bangas, and is a neckbeard mixed with a fake gang member, but I end up running into one at school. Setting: a few days ago at my school, which is located next to a military base, so anybody who is white is military. Side note, this is not me being racist, it is really the truth. Everyone here is brown. My cousin once said it's like a sea of brown with white being the minorities. This is my 3rd period class, and so it's always the right after lunch. Mega important. I always sat behind NB in our class. Not by choice, it was assigned seating, and so because of that, we had become friends. At first he seemed cool, except for the fact that he really smelled. No matter what, he always wore this jacket with faux fur on the inside, even though the average temperature was 70 to 80 degrees, 90 in the summer. During lunch, most kids would be sitting outside the buildings, and since it was an open-aired school, and MB was no different, which made it that much worse. He would sometimes be so sweaty it would be dripping off his glasses. My birthday was at the beginning of the school year, and since it was my 16th birthday, my parents gave me an option of either a big party with my friends or something I've always wanted. I chose to get myself a brand new computer and phone since I never had my own computer and all my phones had been hand-me-downs. Youngest child problems. My parents went above and beyond and got me the latest MacBook Pro 13. I only wanted the computer to do schoolwork on and to draw, so I would bring it with me to the school every day. One day we had to work on a project in class, so I pulled out my computer, which NB immediately saw. I'm not one to flaunt my stuff around, and so when Neckbeard asked me what type of computer it was, I just said it's a MacBook. NB scoffed and started getting all pissy over the fact that I had my own computer. I'll admit I could have used the school computers, but there's restrictions on things we can and cannot search on them, and sometimes I go into Pinterest to see cool ideas for projects. MB was not happy, and so the tragic conversation ensued. MB, why do you even need a computer? The school has ones for us to use in class. Me, yes, but it won't let me use Pinterest, and I like looking for ideas on there. MB, God, who cares about the girly website? You probably can't even work the damn thing. Me, I don't see anything girly about looking for some creative inspiration, but go off. Also, you can stop being a dick. The school system has been teaching us how to use computers since we were in kindergarten, so I do know how to use it. MB, really? Here, let me see. MB proceeds to grab my computer by the screen and drag it to his table. I would have been fine with him looking at it if he wanted to, but the fact that he grabbed it from the corner with only 2 fingers like it was some disgusting trash made me so livid. I instantly reached out and held my computer so he would not drop it. He yelled at me to let go instantly, causing a scene in class, but I calmly told him it's my computer and I do not want him to break it. Also, for those of you wondering where the teacher is, she actually left a bed before this to go ask a teacher next door for something. She often does this since the teacher next door is her husband. They are a cute couple. One of my friends sitting near the front told him to let go and let me work on my project, but NB said I did not need to do my project and I did not need my computer since girls don't need to get good grades, they just need to look pretty enough for their husbands. NB was still holding onto my computer, so I slapped him in the back of the head, making him let go, and told him to fuck off. He obviously hated this and went to smack me, except my friend stopped him. My friend does judo, and it's a popular sport over here. I recommend to try it out if you want to learn self-defense. My friend then pushes him back into his seat and helps me grab my stuff to sit next to him. NB was shouting at me that I'll never get a husband if I hit him like that, so I just said, "Good thing I'm a lesbian!" And so me and my friend worked on our projects together. When the teacher came back, she asked me why I was not in my seat, so I just needed help with my project, and my friend was helping me. NB left me alone after that, but I still have a hard time getting his fingerprints off my screen. Edit. I should probably include that he actually was able to get his hands on my computer for a bit, and instead of looking at normal things, he decided to search up hentai in the middle of class to see if my computer can stand against the viruses that some porn sites have. I did not get a virus, but I still had my dad install some software to make sure I was safe. It was not fun explaining the 2 recent hentai searches to him, though.